It's a great having you. I'm Bismarck Osei. We have started a series enhancing opportunity generating capabilities. We did the first lecture. We're going to start with the second lecture. I want to remind you that I have a lot of ebooks on Amazon, Kindle, and Gumroad, like enhanced entrepreneurship agility, $4. Building your competitiveness in the crowded planet, $4. It will be impossible to have this world without you, $4. There's something inside the walls in the $4. Leaders of generation thinkers, $5. Your marriage will be a state of mind for $5. So I have books like Building Yourself as a Millionaire, $4. Enhance your risk taking ability, $4. Enhance your decision making ability, $4. Growing with a cloud of luminaries and connoisseurs, $4. Expanding the level of competition put together, $4. Also, I have a lot of books there, Jettison Global Unemployment, a lot of books. If you can dream, you can do a lot of them. Also, I have a lot of motivation. I go to YouTube. Ms. Marco say nothing can stop your motivation message. There are 60 of them, 15 minutes. Some are building yourself as a millionaire. Watch them, subscribe to them, send your comment. Also, I have another playlist called Your Marriage Based State of Mind. They're teachings on dating and concept of marriage. So watch them, subscribe to them, send your comment. Also, I have another playlist. Uh, Rima from the Temple Sermon. There are sermons like Your Secret, My Secret is Jesus, Economy of God. Uh, what kind of man is this? You are not in this world by accident. Watch them, subscribe, and send a comment. Also, I have that playlist that look at economic videos, teaches economic price laws of demand, income laws of demand, cross laws of demand, like national income accounting, a couple of them, and I'm going to do more in the coming month. Also, I have also teachings on entrepreneurship. As I already told you, I've started the first series. We did creating a new train of business. They're 15 minutes. Watch them, subscribe to them. The second series we did how to grow your business from a small scale to multinational. They were 15 minutes. Watch them, subscribe, and send a comment. And also we have another the third one, enhance your risk minimizing ability in the entrepreneurial world. So 15 minutes. There are 5 lectures. Watch them, subscribe to them. And we started another series, enhance your opportunity generate capabilities in the entrepreneurial world. We have done the first lecture, and this is the second lecture. I'm beseeching you buy the books. I'm not getting sales. I'm advertising the book on social media houses, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I'm not getting any dime, not even a single soul. I'm counting on you that you help me drive the sales of this book. And sorry for the breaks and images. It's not from me, it's on Facebook. I'm sorry for that. I can't do anything about it. So I want to quickly do a recap of what the things we spoke about in the first lecture. First lecture, we said that indeed enhancing opportunity capability help you to ignite your energetic potentialities. That help you to convert your metal blocks to building blocks. So I told you about a man, Robert Koch, a Malaysian businessman over the period who have a group of companies and a Walmart International, that's the largest world palm oil trader company in the world. How over the period, there's too hard to enhance opportunity and ability to convert its mental blocks to building block. Also, I told you that it is a very appropriate development that engineer yourself with this act because it gives you substantial value that help you to permeate through the competitive environment to effectuate very athletic results. As done by Shakir Rafiq Khan, Pakistan producer, a billionaire over the period, who is the owner of Flex and Gate, American supplier of motor vehicle component. Over the period, I show you how succeed Rafiq Khan over the period are able to achieve that. Also, I tell you that expressly there's a need for you to permeate through the competitive business environment with your enhanced opportunity generating capability. Why is it relevant? It's relevant because it gives you empowerment, meaningful insight, and comprehensive perspective into business activities. And people like Ferruccio Lamborghini, the Italian automobile designer over the period, industrialist businessman, understood this and created Lamborghini Trattura in 1948 and automobile Lamborghini 63. Over the period, Lamborghini Trattura became an important manufacturer of agricultural equipment in the midst of Italian post-Second War economic boom. With radical knowledge, you have a mechanical knowledge and how to do that in 1948 and leverage on that to create opportunity for himself. I also share with you a personal quote from Delory Hart, American article once said that every moment there is an organizing opportunity, every person is a potential, and every minute is a chance to change the entrepreneurial world. And I thought that expressively, you have the potential to reach millions of people. When you enhance opportunity and capability in the entrepreneurial world, that will build your economic vibrancy and that of others. That's where we ended. So I want to share you a story about a man called Lee Byung-chull, who over the period was able to enhance his opportunity generating capability that took him to the community post-like development. Lee Byung-chull was a South Korean businessman who founded the Samsung group of company. That was the largest chaebols conglomerate in Korea. It is recognized as the most. He is recognized as the most successful businessman in South Korean history. He started this Samsung with. He established a tracking business and a real estate business in March 1988 and called it Samsung Trading Company. Samsung, this lionized personality, even though he started on a very small note, he was hell-bent, destined to unleash his entrepreneurial agility by enhancing opportunity generating capabilities in every diversifying aspect. So he started this Samsung thing as a tracking business. Over the period, he knew that there was something very stupendous, there's something very potential for him, and he can leverage on that to lift himself up from any perennial abhorrent situation to the level he wants to achieve, to be able to ignite that entrepreneurial resourcefulness in him. And he did that. In 1945, Samsung was transporting goods throughout Korea and to the other countries. The company was based in Seoul in 1947. And Samsung was one of the 10 largest trading company when the Korea War started. So before in 1945, as he went to, I told you that he started that as a tracking company, transporting goods, and over a period became one of the biggest. As of 47, the company was based in Seoul in 47, became one of the biggest, largest trading company in that. So that time they were not producing electrical gadgets that you see Samsung producing phone, though they was not doing that as of 50s. But he rebalanced himself with that level of explosiveness, with that transnational business activities, with that proactive resurgence. He moved himself to that level. But even though I started as a trading company, small, I can take myself to the oyster when I leverage on opportunities. And at a point in time, became one of the biggest, among one of the 10 largest trading companies in South Korea before even the Korea was started in the 50s. So he knew how to rebalance himself with explosiveness. He knew how to leverage on transnational business activities with proactive resurgence to leverage on the variety of opportunities to achieve what they were to achieve. And that was very, very, very indubitably perspicuous. It was very important. This made him, when the Korea War started, he relooked the Seoul. I told you that the company was based in Seoul as a town. It was conquered by the North Korean army, and therefore it made him relocate his company to Busan. And during that time, there was a massive, when he moved the company to Busan, remember the Korea War was between North Korea with China and South Korea with US. So during that time, because North Korea captured the Seoul, he moved his company to Busan. And Busan, even that place, business boomed because the US troops were camped in Busan, that city. So most of the equipment he supplied them, that even had played a very quintessential role, very panoramic role when it comes to growing his business. He leveraged on it. Whilst other people's business were collapsing due to the war, he leveraged on this. And he expanded expansively with new development. It was a very staggering instrument that helped him to burgeon the growth of his business. Even Korea War, we believe about 80% of the properties in North Korea was destroyed. About 60 to 50% of properties in South Korea was destroyed, with about more than about 4 to 5 million brutalities and death. But still, because he was very smart, he leveraged on it. In 1961 and grow his business. He was able to grow his business. In 1961, when Park Chung-hee seized power through a military dictator, coup d'etat, he took over Samsung according to the economic directive. Lee Byung-chull moved to Japan. That time in 1961, after the Korea War ended in 1953, instead one Park Chung-hee took over by military dictatorship. When he took over Samsung. But according to his government directive, all these companies should be under the control of the government. And just think about this: a company of through your own hard work, through relentlessly, conscientiously, with your head bent this attitude, you're burning the government took over by economic directive, and that it was a military dictator. So it forced Lee Byung-chull to move to Japan. And all these things never bow to the spirit of despondence. In the midst of this packed economic narrative, he had that irresistible surge that he kept on enhancing opportunity and capability. That even though my company have been taken over by military government, I still believe that something I can produce. I still remain as a resource-oriented personality. I can still achieve something. And so he moved to China. He moved to Japan. Sorry, a very irresistible surge. He kept on enhancing opportunity engineering capability. In 61, after 61, there was a formation of Federation of Korea Industries was established. Lee Byung-chull came back to Korea and became the chairman of Federation of Korea Industries and he came back and pulled himself up again and became the president of the Federation of Korea Industries. At the point, he was the president and he was known as the richest man in the country. Despite all these, without substantial running requirement, without rudimentary requirement for higher growth, a company leverage on these things. And you might have, okay, my company have been taken over by the government, but yes, still you see that he can still very quintessential, very important, very related. He can still come up with something that, and he did it. He was able to do that. Came back, became the president of the Federation of Korean Industries, and still were able to become. And later he became the richest man in South Korea. And these are things that at any point we should be able to very mindful about that. We can achieve this thing in the midst of any debacle, in the midst of killing tax. We can still achieve something that's very vehement for our development. So we want to find out what are some of the appropriate ways of enhancing your opportunity generating capabilities. In what ways can you enhance opportunity generating capabilities in entrepreneurial? Number one, expansively examine business activities of cities that never sleep. Some of these cities are London, Shanghai, New York, Los Angeles, Toronto, Mumbai, Berlin, Beijing, and others. Examine these business that never sleep, the business activities that goes on. Find out the varying degree of opportunities you can create out of to build a new business in your environment. But there are cities that never sleep. Business activities and ideas and strategies run through these places every moment, every time. So find out these cities, the business activities over there. Find out the overriding degree of opportunities you can create out of this to create a new trend of business, to create a business for yourself in your environment. So business cities that never sleep. Find out the business activity that goes on over there. Find out the new business you can build from this environment to create opportunity for yourself. A man called Cyrus Ponavwali, an Indian businessman, a chairman and managing director of Cyprus Ponavwali Group, extracted business ideas from cities that never sleep to build its Indian biotech company, which is the largest vaccine manufacturer in the world. So look at this. There are more than 60 cities in the world. Business activities run for money, and even in the economy, cities that never sleeps. Sit down, examine these cities, find out the varying degree of opportunities you can create from these to create a new business in your environment. And BIGS is a very good platform. It's a very springboard launch pad you can leverage to enhance opportunity generating capabilities in entrepreneurial. And these are very important for you. Number two, exploit all unexpected sources to unleash your entrepreneurial resourcefulness. Like sometimes you expect that you get an opportunity from a point, but sometimes it comes from unexpected source. A woman called Joan K. Rowling, I've told you several times, after he finished Harry Potter, he sent it to top publishing companies, but they rejected him. He made few copies and let it out. And a young girl who was a daughter of a publishing company got access to it. He was reading it. She liked it. Told the father, "This is nice." So the father should get one. The father arranged, who is the author of this book? I'll arrange you here to publish it. She told that when you publish, you're not going to make enough money. Journal, also you can go on. First, when they published, she made about $62,000. Later on, it was translated into 84 languages, but billions of copies, and became the leading earner of. She was never expecting that his opportunity would come from 8-year-old daughter. He was thinking that maybe it would come from publishing companies. 12 publishing rejected her. But a true 8-year-old daughter was a breakthrough. Unexpected source. Some unexpected source. Some of these unexpected sources can be like maybe you're expecting a contract from a corporation, a government, or foreign entity to start But if you're not getting it, start renting the services on a small scale. Maybe you can be renting the service to poor people, women, widows, children, illiterate, pensioners, ex-convict, disabled. This may be your unexpected source to grow your business. Who knows? This may connect you to high opportunity contract with varied opportunities. Probably you are renting service to an aged person. Maybe the aged person has children, niece, nephews that are working in big companies. Maybe she can connect you to it to help with contract. So sometimes exploit unexpected sources. Don't, oh, I expect that I get this from a big company. Sorry, from a big company, from big. Oh, I expect that. Hey, here I'm very certain that I'll get opportunity from here. Here I'm very certain from this firm, from this company, from this person. Sometimes it might not be like that. It might come from a very small space that will create aid for you. So you leverage on every small opportunity that comes on your way. It can create a very ginormous, a very high level opportunity for you. So never sit down and wait for big opportunity. Exploit all unexpected sources, leverage on it, and it can give you that best blistering outcome. We have concluded lesson 2 on enhanced opportunity generating capabilities in entrepreneurial. We come away with lesson 3. I want to remind you that I have a lot of ebooks. Go to I have enhanced opportunity generating capabilities. Amazon can gamble $4. Burn your competitors. The credit plan $4. There's something inside the world is $4. There's something. Also there's something inside the world need of $4. Your marriage will be a state of mind to $5. Leader of Generator tickets $5. Go to Amazon can gamble, get these things for yourself. Also have books like building yourself as $7 million $4. Enhance your risk taking ability $4. Enhance your decision making ability $4. Growing with a cloud of preliminaries and conditions $4. Expand the level of competition put together. All the books are available on Amazon can gamble. Get this book for yourself. I'm counting on you to get this book. I know you help me drive this, so I'm counting on you. Do your best. Help me. Right? Also have a lot of videos, motivation message, sermons, teachings, economic videos, entrepreneurship on YouTube. Watch them, subscribe to them, send a comment. Thank you for your time.